Hey fam, what it is Double ICE in the place to be once again. Okay, so what's going down is I'm going to do the week 4 and probably put week 5 with this as well. So I'm probably not going to show you any grinding, just all cutscenes or talking. Word? If you dig this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're really digging it, go ahead and hit the subscribe and hit that bell as well. Here we go, yo. Apophysis, here we go. Like I said, probably won't show any grinding. Maybe the last minute of it, if that. Word? Okay, so gonna run Apophysis. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the first part, but that's why I break them up, because sometimes my cord messes up and I probably need to get a new cord. But anyway, Raven was real upset. So, but the show. So what they're thinking is there's another Anhankara, which is the dragon dragon race. Somebody's putting those eggs, her eggs in Time Stream.
We have a problem. I was prepping our entry point and Sol devices started pouring into the confluence. I managed to slip out into the Overcity undetected, but just barely.
How did they get ahead of us? Of the Techians?
I don't know. But we need to move on this.
Well, I suppose no plan survives contact with the enemy. Guardian, make sure whatever the Vex are planning doesn't survive contact with you.
What you gonna hear her yelling? She's pretty upset.
My brute is in peril! Sneak thieves ransack my lair! Roar my fury through your fangs! Consume them all!
She's worked up. I'll guard the confluence from the surface, make sure nothing tries to ambush you. Osiris, I've been thinking about why the Vex would hit this spot.
And?
The Arboretum's where the confluence intersects with the Dreaming City's ley lines. They could be trying to establish a connection.
Or perhaps excise the confluence from the city altogether. Thereby removing our ability to appease Riven.
That sounds like a Vex plan to me.
One we cannot abide.
devices doing all sorts of weird things in the Black Garden. In the deepest parts, they were experimenting with paracausal forces, adjusting their code to more closely reflect the way they perceive the darkness.
But to no avail to my recollection. Perhaps this is the end of those experiments. Perhaps it is something new.
Now watch out for them spikes, because they will tear you up. Alright, so just that quick, just got the Riven Egg, just shot one. Okay, maybe it isn't that quick.
Shatter it!
Transmat signal scrambled. You're going to have to fight your way out, Guardian.
There we go. Dang it, won't let me out. Dang it, I missed. Overshot it.
Fools! Poachers strip my dead! They wrap hungry jaws around my young!
Maybe we'd have gotten here sooner if you'd stop playing games with us.
I'm long finished playing with you, fallen prince.
Enough. There is nowhere they can run that the Guardian cannot deliver your retribution.
Wish it true. Ask me to rewrite this failure, and I will make it so.
You really can't help yourself.
Can't
We
get.
have a lead. In the darkness connection we detected in the oracles. Start there, find the trail. Your egg isn't lost yet.
Yep, cut me off from the daggone egg. Oh, and look, while I'm in the tower, might as well level on up. Okay, so this happens like every season, right? So that's why you keep seeing this over and over, but Kind of don't know how I feel about it yet, but I still kind of do it. As I see a lot of cats that just at 6 or 7, but I don't know. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. Those type of people. If I do it, I try to do it right. You heard? If I'm about it, it's like no games. You know, no half stepping. This is how I am. And that's just how I roll. So here we go.
Hey, Guardian. The Vex may have snuck in ahead of us, but we're not out of the race yet. Osiris thinks that a Vex mind must have figured out how to simulate the Techeuns. So long as they have access to those algorithms, the Vex can track the eggs, same as we can. So, we'll just have to steal them back. I managed to pick up the trail. Looks like the Soul Divisive tucked the egg away in the Black Garden. Lucky for us, that's familiar territory. I remember how to get in. All we need is the head of a Vex Gate Lord. Kidding. Turns out Riven had her own path into the garden. You'll have to get in there and put that Vex mind out of commission. I'll be on comms, keeping an eye on the tracking signal. And watching your back, of course.
So what he was referring to when he said we need a Vex Gate Lord head, was from during season 1 when you had to go and get a Vex Gate Lord head. Anyway, so a little humor going on, a little reference as well. There we go, Starcross, which is the new bow. What?
Osiris, are you on this channel?
I am. Quite frequently these days. How may I assist the Queen's wrath?
A personal matter. I was hoping you could tell me about your experience with Strand, how it's affected you.
Strictly research, but it is fascinating.
We know you've learned to wield it.
Who told you this? Mara. The rumors are true, though I am still only a figment of my former self.
That's understandable. But your worth was never seated in the light. It's in your mind.
I imagine I'm not unlike one of your Techeuns, then. If I'm not mistaken, the Queen mentioned you trained as one yourself.
A long time ago, without much success. Though my sister, Pinar, excelled in her training. She was the pride of Amethyst. I was not. But, even with that power, she couldn't stop the House of Wolves from razing our home. I joined the Corsairs shortly after, to hunt the wolves down.
Loss has a way of shaping us all.
And clouding us. I thought the decisions I was making were the ones required of me. A kind of honor-bound reaction to pressure. I burned bridges across the reef on my hunt. Without Mara, I'd be an outcast. Now, seeing the new coven, having their respect, their trust, I can do more than just react. Maybe I can tap into that training for something progressive, as something other than a Techeuan, for the benefit of our people.
I've learned that failure is not a lacking within us. It is a sign that we were not ready to face the challenge we chose at the time. We must fall to start again, Petra. But as long as we persist, hope remains. Potential remains. Perhaps you're ready now.
I can see why Mara values your perspective. Thank you, Osiris.
All right. All right, nothing there. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up talking to Riven.
Taranis was always a sentimental fool. His last wish has caused us no small amount of trouble. All wishes come at a cost, even those we Ahamkara grant ourselves. Especially those we grant ourselves. My kind feeds on the difference between what is desired and what comes to pass. That is why we grant wishes the way we do. In granting our own wish, we eliminate that difference. We smother the flame, and our voices fall silent. Our existence ends. Ahamkara are selfish creatures, not prone to such acts of sacrifice. But Taranis, he was different. His sacrifice might save us all. You destroyed the Vex mine simulating the Techion's work. The Vex will not reach the eggs first again. But they still hold my lair. Put Taranis' gift to good use, O Guardian mine. It is your turn to grant a last wish.
Okay, and this is what she's talking about. The Wish Keeper. Awesome bow. Alright, got a pattern for it. Alright, so I'm at level 1 with this thing. Just got it. Some help with some good friends. Appreciate the help, by the way. Didn't show that. It was a long grind. But anyway. Alright, so we retrieved the other egg. And let's do some rapping.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to Jolyon since Glint raised me.
You used to be inseparable. It's not just anyone who would follow you into the Black Garden.
I thought you'd want me to keep my distance.
Queen Mara wanted to protect you from Uldren's memories. I think we're past that.
Yeah, probably.
You should reach out. Jolyon is a good man.
I'm a different person. That probably goes for Jolyon, too. The last time he saw me...
Let him make that decision. You were close. Chances are you could be again.
I'll think about it. You know, you still give good advice, Petra.
Yeah, well, I never take it.
True that. Alright, nothing going on here. I guess we are at the end of this week. Okay, so that's like the end of week 4, right? So stay tuned, Joe. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Appreciate you showing the love. Just make sure, because I'm going to say this after just every ending of the video. And I'll probably, like I said, I'm going to mix week 4 and week 5. But probably anyway, it's probably going to be a long one. So just be prepared. Just make sure you keep showing that love, right? Regardless, because that's what we're about. We're about showing the love. We're about receiving the love. Because we can do that love. And we're all from the same one love. You heard? And looky, starting off with week 5. Alright, so let's see where we are now. Alright, got a little bit of work there. Accommodations, man. Always get me. Because half the time I run with those cats, I run with them and they don't even give up accommodations, or they don't give me the ally or the leadership ones. I mean, it's crazy. And I try to work it, so I give it. You know, everybody, especially if it's a team of 3, everybody gets one, you know. But some of these cats, they're just not with it. I don't know. Anyway. Moving forward. Alright, so this might be a long one, but I'm trying not to make it too long. Here we go.
Something is wrong. Its stench lingers in the air, wafting up from the shadows of the confluence. I remember this sensation. The creeping whispers. Putrid oil on water. Taken corruption seeps into my lair, as it once did into me. Morris Techyons expect another egg will enter our reality soon. Cut the strings of those Taken puppets as you traverse the confluence. As I said before, Oryx's bargain with me has expired. I owe him nothing. The same holds true for the Witness. If it seeks to take something from me without reaching an accord, then I will reclaim what is mine with vengeance in my heart. Make haste. Reach my offspring before the Taken. Taranis' sacrifice must not have been made in vain.
Guardian, we have reason to believe the next egg could be in danger. Taken corruption has infected the confluence.
It's being drawn in through a breach between Eleusinia and the Dreaming City. I feel it. This is not a disorganized swarm. It is a concerted attack.
Maybe they've rallied around a field leader. One the Guardian can target to scatter them to the winds.
Find them, my wrath, and see it done.
Vermin in my lair. Their wants echo on the walls. They wish to corrupt my kin. They do not heed my will, or know me. I cannot restrain their hunger.
You never did. I kept them in check.
I can feel your desire. Get revenge. Wrath of the Queen. You walk these sullied halls and see your stagnant years of toil. It is like a game, isn't it? One you simply must continue testing. Why not let me help you? I can free us.
I'd rather fight another 1,000 cycles and watch you starve.
So prickly, Petra. You awoken never trust my good intentions. Pity.
Alright, retrieving that next egg.
A knight bearing Xivu Arath's mark. She must still hold sway over the Taken.
But not all of them. Whatever the Guardians did to her, her power must be waning.
My egg. What has become of my wing?
It's polluted by the Taken's corruption, but intact.
You recover one of my brood, only to let another suffer for your cause. And for this, you demand gratitude.
Contain yourself. We have the egg. Petra, Guardian, return with it, and I will see if its corruption can be reversed.
Back at the helm, about to talk to Queen Marasov. Marasov.
I have no love for Riven, and no complete trust of an Ahamkara's predatory nature. But we need that final wish fulfilled. A bargain with Riven cannot be altered, perhaps not even by her. And we owe her all of the clutch. Guardians have freed Techeuns from Taken influence before. The effort and circumstances were extraordinary, but perhaps it can be done again. In our war with the Taken and the Dreaming Halls, we found that Taken ontology, when faced with itself, feeds on itself. Following that principle, you should be able to find a coalescence of Taken Essentia in the Ascendant realm. Theoretically, we could use it to cleanse the egg. That's all the strategy I can offer you, I'm afraid. Your tenacity in this is appreciated. And appropriate. If we fail here, Riven loses an egg. But we lose our path to the Witness. And all roads thereafter.
Okay, that's just what she just said. Alright. Ah. I hate the Ascended Realm. They come out of nowhere. Hopefully this isn't a Ascended week, because they're stronger. Stupid knights are down there firing on me. Alright, so you see this where the mark is? So watch what I do when I take the tincture. Watch what happens. Opens up that portal. Right there. It's crazy, huh? Uh-oh. I went over it. No! Way back. Can't believe that. Oh, for real? This is the Ascended Realm. And those are those daggone Abyssal Champion a la cool looking mugs. They are hard. As you can see, I am getting the heck out of Dodge. He's following me. He's talking to me. You hear him? Fuck, just the object is to get all those little cores in the middle. Going beneath one of them balls, man, it slows you down. I can hear him chasing me. Leave me alone. Yep, they're back there cussing. Gotta go to the middle. Oh no, there's two of them! Alright, last flipping one. Where's it at? All the way at the top. Oh no! Dang it. Try to OJ him. Can't see. There we go. I'm just leaping, man. I'm just hoping that I'm getting where I'm supposed to go. I can't really see. I just jump down. Oh no, better do something because here he comes. I wasn't going to bring you any battle, but this is the first time you've seen the Ascended Plane, so I had to bring it to you, right? It's not that long anyway, but this vid's going to be really long, so sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Showtime! And there you have it.
You have it? Yes. I can sense the recurrent hunger collapsing in on itself. If left alone, do you think a corrupted egg would produce a whim like Riven? Would it retain control of itself? Or would it be a beast whose hunger could never be satiated? And is there any difference between the two? Petra is waiting. Meet her, and let us placate the dragon in our midst.
Alright. Oh no! Get the heck out of here. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Petra.
Shuro Chi and the others have made good use of the taken essentia you obtained. The spell to cleanse the egg has been prepared, but it requires paracausal fuel to ignite. Riven could provide us with the spark herself, but we can't trust her not to take advantage. In her current state, she might be unable to, even if she won't admit it. I'd take it myself, but I've hurled expletives at its mother and made too many wishes out loud during this operation. For all we know, that's how the Great Hunt was begun. Instead, you could allow the egg to feed on your desire. as a catalyst to jumpstart the spell. It should be perfectly safe. This Ahamkara is not yet born. You're not making a true bargain. And we have no other choices. Head to Riven's lair and focus on what you crave of the outcome. Let's hope we don't end up with another curse.
Moving on. Alright, so we cured the egg, and we're back talking to Riven now.
I've ascertained the path the witness took. But the veil alone cannot safely reconstruct it.
What stops you?
Instability. The veil traces the shape of our consciousness, but that shifts as fluidly as our thoughts do. It is as though we alter the path by observing it. None can survive the crossing.
I can grant passage. Savathun's wish can weave the ley lines into the veil, entangle them for a moment. But you will not send an army on the wings of a wish. Only one.
One? Explain this deception.
You've done me a great many services, O Warden's Mine. I'll grant you the ultimate Ahamkara courtesy. The complete truth. Savathun's wish grants one singular passage. No more.
You knew from the beginning. You sought to twist our aspirations, as your kind always does.
How many of my clutch would you have saved had you been privy to the limitations of our arrangement?
Play your part, lest I shape you into a trinket of caged hunger to be forgotten in the Guardian's vault.
I am your helpless prisoner. What other part would you wish I play? I cannot change Savathun's intent.
Then what use are you to me?
Mara, one may be all we need.
I am being transparent, kind even. It could always be worse, as you know.
This is our only way to pursue the witness.
Ooh, she's salty.
To send.
Curious. This simplifies things. What if... Yes. Guardian, excuse me, I believe I'm onto something.
Let's go talk to Osiris.
One to send, she said. I believe the witness had found a point of weakness and exploited that point to pierce the traveler's defenses. But the witness did not gain entrance through an attack. It parried. There was no need to breach a door because through the traveler's resistance, the way was left open. Its blast was meant to expel, but the witness redirected the flow of that intent with its own, using the veil. If Riven can imprint the ley lines into the veil, send one of our own to the other side without invitation, we can open the door. Once open, Guardian, The path to it matters not. Only that we're now able to cross the threshold. The veil will flow to that point around any obstacle. I told you I was onto something. It sounds simple in retrospect to use the ley lines as means of travel, as we have before. But they do not touch the Traveler, nor the Veil, and not even Mara can command them to do so. It may seem as though Riven promises more than is possible. But that is the foundation of a wish. We must yield to our disbelief, and give ourselves over to chance. In that unknown venture, in discovery, the path forward is revealed. One egg remains. Then all our integument risks, our layered depths to this cause, finally, their worth will be realized.
Okay, so if you didn't catch what was going on, right? So what happened was the witness turned the Traveler's energy around. He didn't force himself in. He used it, and then he just kind of went in like as a guest maybe, or as part of the Traveler. The Traveler didn't. I guess the Traveler was unaware maybe. And so now what our plan is, when Riven entangles those lines, then what we can do is send one person in, and he can just go in and unlock the door. That simple. Well, you know it's not going to be that simple, but at least that theoretically, that's the plan. All right.
Thanks to Mara's efforts, the egg was cleansed of its corruption and saved. The irony is not lost on me. I suppose I should thank her, though she may not be receptive to my gratitude at the moment.
Yeah, because you tricked us. Should have told
Mara will
us.
soon recognize that it was a gift for me to divulge what I did now, rather than when the wish is made. Perhaps she already has.
Doubtful.
Even an Ahamkara's power has its limits. It is beyond my ability to alter the path that the witness opened. Savathun knew this, which is why she crafted her wish to make use of the ley lines instead. Always so clever, that one. And the witness. Its ambition knows no equal. This final shape that it seeks is not unlike a wish itself. One that would forever erase the difference between desire and reality. Anathema to my kind. I will not have my progeny suffer such an existence. Continue securing my lair and gathering my clutch. Mara was right about one thing. Like with the portal, I cannot alter the terms of our bargain. Collect all of the eggs, or the wish cannot be granted, even if I desire it.
Alright, that's it for this week. That's weeks 4 and 5. I told you it's going to be really, really, really long. But that's because I didn't put it up last week because I was doing the week of the dawning. So anyway, folks, I appreciate you joining me and hope you enjoyed this. We're coming down to the last egg, which is next week, which is probably the end of this. Let's see where we are. It's probably the end of this. No, looks like we got a little bit more. We got what? 14 more steps. So, just hang in there. Appreciate you joining your home skillet. Much love to you. Just make sure you show the love. It's that easy, right? And I'm not going to be flapping my gums about it, but just show the love. That's what we're made for. That's what we're made of. One love. Two fingers.